It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Floats it out in space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Traore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Catch in the middle. It's Traore. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged in the middle. It's Traore. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got him downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Finds us back in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Dropping back, it's Manning. It's complete to the left. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. got a man. It's Traore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Give to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Powers forward. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's Shapen. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Traore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. He's got the tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Running to Green. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got his man downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Fires to the big fella. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Manning. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Snagged out in the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physical.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Shapen. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
There he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right on the money. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Shapen. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Williams. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They've been running it, but now the pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guy.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Catch in the middle, it's Booth. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Booth. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Traore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done